Hello everybody and welcome back to Saxlingham Survival. Yeah, we are now in January. This is going to be an episode where maybe not a lot of field work goes on, but this stuff here will be going on. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to be at its best price. I like how the tomatoes are frozen. They also look quite flat. They look more like iced donuts, to be honest. But yeah, that's quite cool, isn't it? Look, they've got a bit of frost on them, as is everything else around here. Um, yeah. I actually went up to it. Just let's have a look here. Look. Man, this is ridiculous. There's 9,000 litres of tomatoes. There's 12,000 litres of lettuce, and there's 12,000 litres of spring onion on top of what is here. This is insane. I mean, the lettuce itself makes us a fortune. I will actually look at the price of that in a minute because I think it's going to be quite ridiculous, to be honest. Anyway, let's just do the usual kind of check-ins. So I have activated some more mods just to give me a bit more selection of sheds that I can put here. So we'll have a look at that at some point, maybe this episode. I'm not sure, maybe not. Nothing's moved here. That's all good. That's all good. That plough did just about fit in there. Yeah, I need to do something around sheds actually, don't I? Because that's still floating. That's kind of odd. Yeah, we seem to have a lot of equipment kind of everywhere, dotted around again, with no actual shed space for it to go in. Anyway, this is what I wanted to check on. That looks better, doesn't it? Now that it's kind of sort of daylight and we can actually see what we're doing, that looks good. And that is actually a pretty big field. That feels a lot bigger than the other one, to be honest. So we do need to... I know, look, we can't do a lot with that until March, I think it was, when we actually plant it. Fortunately, we should have enough seeds for it anyway, and we bought a couple more things of solid fertiliser, didn't we? Cheap in the shop, so let's shut that up there. So yeah, we should be able to plant both fields, no issues, and we should, once we rescue the what is it? What am I trying to say? The sprayer. That's the word. Once we rescue the sprayer, we should be able to do the weeding as well, because I'm sure there's enough herbicide left. Someone did comment previously when I was being silly and trying to connect this up from this side, even though the 3-point linkage is that side. Someone did say realistically you probably could kind of lift it. You could turn it, maybe even drag it by hand. That may be the solution, I think, with that as well. Again, the game doesn't let you do that. But, yeah, realistically, maybe I can flick on the super strength for that and drag it out the way. And again, I would like to, at some point, place that firewood trigger here, because hopefully all of that wood will be in the trigger naturally then, and I can just make it disappear, turn it into firewood. That would kind of work quite well for me, because it was a pain to move. Unless I want to chop it really small with a chainsaw to move it, which I don't want to do. But anyway, I've just remembered as well, literally looking here, we have got quite a bit of milk. Let's just check in. So food, they're fine. Straw, they are fine. Manure and slurry, amazing. Really, really producing a lot now. Which can all go into the greenhouse. It's actually overflowing there. Is that the way the mod normally works, or is it because of my dodgy placement? Don't know. But yeah, that's good. That and the slurry. We're almost at a point now where we've got unlimited fertiliser to be putting into the greenhouse mod. We're almost at a point where we might be creating so much that we can actually start fertilising our own fields with it. Before it was such a pathetic amount. But milk, 3,645 litres of milk. Let's have a quick look at the prices tab and see where is it? Here we go. See what we've got. So I'm interested to know what the milk is worth at the minute. I think this is the right sort of time of year to sell milk as well. Where is milk? There it is. Oh, I stopped on it. That's handy. 2,000. Okay, so I mean we could hold off till next month. So if we don't have time to do that, we'll do that in the next month. So we've got £6,000 worth of milk there, roughly. You would kind of guess. Let's have a look at the lettuce, because this is the money on it. Lettuce makes too much money. Al is definitely before P, isn't it? So maybe I went too far. There we go. The lettuce, yeah, I mean, could potentially go up a bit more, but it is going down. It's worth 3,331 per thousand. Per thousand. We've got 14,000 litres of it. So we're going to make a good 35 grand just out of lettuce alone. Just the lettuce. Let alone the other things. I mean, what does onions... Are they actually under spring onions, aren't they? Let's go down to S. There it is. Spring onions. £1,500. Again, we've got probably 14,000 litres of that. So that's another 16 grand. We're going to make quite a lot of money here, and tomatoes as well. There's quite a lot there. I don't know why the lettuce is worth so much money. Actually, it seems a bit odd. Okay, first things first. Then we are gonna check the shop. I don't know if there's anything in particular we need. Again, you know, a curtain-sided trailer is what we're looking for. I don't think I've ever seen one of those appear in the shop, so I don't think there is going to be one here. There's nothing there. A lot of that was there last time. That was there last time. The plough was there last time. The bale fork. What's that bale fork for? Is that a bale fork for a front loader? The pallet forks do a good job anyway, so I won't worry about that. Okay, nothing there. Liquid fertilizer, I'm not interested in that because, yeah, we don't need it. The seeder does the fertilizing anyway. We certainly don't need an auger wagon. Oh, that's reminded me actually. So this spreader that I'm on here, this one doesn't do lime, and I think the other one, yeah, it's gone. The other one's actually gone, so we missed out on that. Really, we could have done with the lime spreader. But other than that, there's just nothing. Do you know there's a plough there? It's the wrong size plough. I just feel like Bendicat, have you tweaked this mod so that it always has in the shop what I wanted to buy and I've bought already? Have you done that on purpose to wind me up? Because every time I buy something, it appears in the shop. It's quite annoying, to be honest. A bit like that. It's quite annoying. Right. Anyway. Yeah. Curtain-sided trailer. Still got the Deutz-Fahr and the baler over there, haven't I? To bring back. We need to focus on placing a new shed. But we need to focus on selling the stuff first so we can see what kind of money we have. What does this come under? Trailers? Semi-trailers, I assume. That's the boy. 29,500. Wow, I feel like we're gonna have to. I've just paused for a moment. I'm just trying to consider what I want. Let's go with the plane. We're just gonna have to use the hire purchase mod, aren't we? That's not very good, is it? Right, we've got a black truck. So maybe is this gonna cost? No, it's not gonna cost more. Okay, right. Hang on a minute. So I'm doing this a bit funky. Let's go. Yeah, grey there. Cover. What did I change? What? Cover colour? Maybe the curtains are the covers. They are indeed. Yeah, I think going with something dark. Maybe like a dark red. Yeah, that kind of looks cool. That's kind of what I would expect to see around here anyway. So we're going to do that. Rim colour doesn't matter too much. Didn't cost us any money, luckily. I don't know what the chassis colour really does. Oh, it just changes the bottom. Okay, we're going to go with that. We're going to start the episode spending money we don't have, of course. We'll do it for the same thing, 3 years, $839 a month. And we're just going to get that on hire purchase. Now, just while I'm doing it, and I'm literally spending more money on hire purchase, see how much money we have compared to how much money we did have in the last episode. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I want to say it was over 20 grand. So we have slept through into this episode, and it's cost us nearly 10 grand. That's a lot of money, or £10,000, I should say, for those of you listening who keep wondering what I mean by grand. So it's cost us nearly £10,000 just to skip through into the following month. That's because I've gone a bit wild on hire purchase. So that's why I want to start paying some things off, to be honest with you. And once we've got the funds to do it, which we might have this episode, we'll start to pay some things back. I wonder if you can make, rather than settle early, can I make like a chunky payment towards some of them? Not sure. Right. I think things like paying off the harvester and this truck's probably a bit more of a urgency because they were second hand, and yeah. Right, here we go anyway. I'm going to take the truck for a spin, head up to the shop, and yeah. Start with the only downside is I have to load all of these particular pallets and produce using the front loader from the Deutz file, which, yeah, that is a bit more of a pain. I do much prefer using a forklift, but it doesn't matter. I really like this truck, by the way. I know I said it when I first picked it up, but I just think it's really cool. It just looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah, and it's fast. I mean, it's doing, oh dear, it's got some air then. It's doing 50 miles per hour here nearly. That, I'm pretty sure that's quicker than the transport truck already. I don't quite know if it'll be so speedy once we've connected the trailer to it. It might be a bit slower, but still, 56. That's obviously its legal limit, isn't it? 56 from the UK point of view anyway. I don't know what it is in various other countries in America. I'm not sure, but 56 miles per hour is the limit. I think, is that a worldwide limit? Obviously it'll be in kilometres. What's that, like 89, 90 kilometres, something like that? There we go. Sorry, I had to cough then. I paused it so you didn't hear that. Right, trailer. Look at that. Yes, I like it. I almost feel like I'm playing Euro Truck Sim now. I think that's the beauty of Farming Simulator, you know. It's so many different games in one, isn't it? And you can make it a different game just by playing it differently, which is kind of what I do, really. Yeah, but this is cool. I quite like the detail. There we go. The detail around the trucks and things, and you know, they work very realistically. It genuinely isn't, other than kind of indicating and using your mirrors a lot, it genuinely isn't much different to playing Euro Truck Sim. Yeah, it's really not. Anyway, right, let's get this is this is the easy part of all of this. This is absolutely the easy part. The hard part is going to be, there's another car coming in. Oh, there's a couple of cars coming in. I'm going to pull up here. The hard part is going to be getting it not into our yard, out of the yard. How are we going to do that? Yeah, we're going to have to do like a 70-point turn just to turn this around somewhere. It's going to be like that episode of that Austin Powers film where he's trying to turn that cart around in like the underground tunnel. That's exactly what this is going to be like. It's going to be quite bad. Right, anyway, there's no point skipping this because, again, this truck, it is a bit slower with the trailer on. It's still quite nippy, though. Yeah, we're going to be there in no time. So, while I'm doing this little drive, I hope everyone is well. Again, this episode, I am pre-recording. So, I'm recording this straight after the last episode. So, any comments, suggestions, just like normal. It's not because I'm ignoring you. It's just because while I got the time, I'm doing a little batch, really. And it's the same again. I should probably be doing roleplay story mode right now. Oh dear. Yeah, we ain't making that, are we? We ain't making that. We are not making that. Absolutely no way. So, when I say getting into the yard is going to be easy, it's getting back out again. It might be a bit of both. We'll be able to reverse this down there, I'm sure. No problem at all. But then we've got to get it back out. Maybe we'll have to reverse it out again, turn around in the yard, reverse out, and then drive up the road. That would work. Yeah. Oh gosh. There we go. I did it. I did it. I didn't cut it. I did it. Again, luckily, we've delimbed. Although it might just be... Yeah, I think it was just touching that branch then. Yeah, that's not great. We might have to cut that one a bit shorter. Right. Let's position ourselves a bit better here now. In actual fact, I could probably just stay here for a minute. And then we've got to figure out how we can do... Let's switch the help menu back on again. Because there is a way you can open the curtains from the front. Open curtain side. No. That's the wrong side. Surely I could change... Oh, there you go. Left front. Left back. Right front. Now open it. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Right, switch the truck off. Cool. I panicked then that I had to load it from the other side. That would have been annoying. Right. Ideal. So we know when I start doing this, this is going to go crazy. We also know that the Deutzfahr is in the field over there. And we need to bring that back. But now I've parked the truck in the way and I can't bring the Deutzfahr back. Brilliant. Brilliant. Good planning. Absolutely. Right, well, we're going to have to go and get it either way, aren't we? Let's wander over, get this Deutzfahr. At least the baling was finished, though. That was kind of a big thing that we needed to do, wasn't it? Okay, right, spin this around. Loads and loads of bales to get on with it at some point. I am not mowing this field anymore. We've done enough. We don't need it. We don't need the hay. Unless we start getting into silage, we do not need to be cutting that grass. We will keep the mowers, of course, because you need them to run a farm. But also, we might end up doing some more contracts, especially if we want to get a bit more discount for a field. David or Walter, they've always got mowing contracts going, haven't they? Right, anyway. Yeah, I can get around. It's alright. It's all good. Just about missed that branch that was hanging down. And, yeah, where on earth are we going to park the baler? That's the next question. I wonder if it will fit into there. Will it fit into there? I don't know. It's going to be a tight squeeze. But it might do. This will be a good spot because actually the baler primarily is for the cows. No, it'll fit. Good. Utilising the space that we have. I like that. Let's park it in there. Just up until... There, that'll do. And then take off my strobe beacons there by hitting the... That works. Cool. Right, now where's the front loader? I've remembered that's around the back. Cool. I'd have to get some sort of stump grinder at some point, which will free up a bit more space in one of those sheds as well. Right, let's... This front loader is a bit weird. It doesn't like connecting or disconnecting. Oh dear. My driving's also a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know if it's to do with that front weight. It was connecting fine before. Anyway, I should probably actually disconnect that front weight, shouldn't I? And reattach it on the back. That would make more sense. Cool. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I don't think I'll time-lapse loading the pallets up. I think I'll probably load up a couple first. You can see how bad I am at doing it. And then I'll do the rest off camera, which will probably take me quite a while, because you know what I'm like. Yeah, but then we can just jump straight into some of them, can't we? So actually, we won't spend too much of this episode doing stuff like this, which would be good. It'd be good to make some money as quickly as possible. Maybe put down another shed, and then start to think about the fields in general, yes, we're not planting them, but do they need the lime? Do we need to start looking at stuff like that? Yeah, we need to be aware of that, really. Right, now, what I can do is stay in position, lift it, because every time I lift it normally, a pallet appears straight away. Now that I'm trying to do this, it's not. There we go, cool. That's what I wanted. That's the way I'll probably load the rest of them up. Works for me. Works for me. Why is it? Every time I try and accelerate with this tractor, for some reason, it goes backwards. It's happened a few times now. It's quite annoying. Right, I think any more than 2 high is no good. The weight is only little. There we go. Right, so... Oh. And it's stalled on me again. What's the maintenance like on it? Half a bar. It shouldn't be stalling like that all the time, should it? Right, we should be able to now load this lettuce right up to the other side. Yeah? We'll try and do this neatly. I'm going to do my best to do this all neatly. Right, that works, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah, pretty good. We've got loads of room on there now. We've got loads of stuff to stack up as well. But actually, if I can keep that trend going, load up the back, then load up the front. Yeah. Okay, right, I'm not going to do this on camera because, again, you know what I'm like. If I do anything embarrassing, which is potentially likely, if I do anything embarrassing, I'll try and unpause it quickly so you can see it. Just so you can laugh at me. But anyway, this is going to take me ages, but for you, this is not going to take very long at all. Hey, you're back. Yeah. There's definitely no doubt about the fact that we've justified getting a trailer, because this is a chocker trailer. And I'm assuming nothing more is coming. No. Wow, maybe another spring onion by the time we've loaded this up. I loaded this so neatly. I really took my time. And then, yeah, I mean, if you want to see, as soon as I take the straps off, everything starts moving around. So that's why I've put the straps on. Yeah, so that's not really my fault. I did not. It's still moving even with the straps on. I did not do that. I put it all in pretty damn straight. Yeah. Farming simulator physics. We know what they're like. I don't know why I'm surprised, to be honest with you. But anyway, I need to jump into the truck now and change the trailer location. What was it? Was it up? No. I've got to start the engine. Good. That makes sense, doesn't it? Start the engine so that we can... come on, switch back to my control. So we can change the curtain side. Right, let's close the curtain. Which is fine. And once we've closed it, should give us the option... There we go. So now we want the curtain to be right back. And then reopen the curtain. Cool. Look at that. Yeah, we'll leave the engine running. We'll leave the truck warming up. Because it's about to do some driving. And yeah, there's nothing spawned yet. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be spring onions any second. Oh dear. Yeah, you can imagine how long this has taken me. Because you know what I'm like driving a front loader. Yeah. Yeah, I did do it neater though, genuinely. This is not proving it very well, but I did. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure that this is going to produce one more pallet any second. 954. Yeah, we might as well just take that. We might as well just take it. I know it's going to appear any second now. In fact, what I could do is just flick up the time a tiny bit until it appears, and then we'll slow the time back down again. Come on. Come on. There it is. Right, back down to, I'm going to go ×3 now actually, because that's taken me so long to do that. I've pretty much wasted an entire day. We'll be playing the episode when it's dark if I'm not careful. Right, cool. Let's get that right on to the back. Again, half the reason this is difficult to do, I'm still blaming on the fact that the ground is bumpy. It's not perfectly flat. And I'm just really rubbish at doing it. Okay, right, we don't need that. Fortunately, what is that? We've got some random weeds decided to grow from my little driveway. Try and run them over. Yeah, fortunately, we don't have to unload these pallets again, because that would be painful, wouldn't it? Okay, cool. So, let's just go and strap that last one. So we pretty much, I mean, a badly farming simulator physics loaded trailer, but it is pretty much full. So yeah, it was definitely about right time to get a truck with a trailer, I think. There's no way we could have put all of that onto a flatbed. It would have been 3 or 4 loads. Cool. Right. What is this going to make us? Let's get in the truck. Oh dear. And close the curtain, which is up. There we go. Lovely. I couldn't have stacked it too bad, look, because you can still get into it. So I said what we want to do is reverse out. Yeah. Reverse out. Reverse onto a main road. That's always a good thing to do, isn't it? So now we've got to turn around. Good. Or maybe we can do a full circle in the truck. What do we reckon? What do we reckon? I'm not touching anything. That's not my bad driving. Right, let's go. So let's make sure we don't hit the tree. Good. Let's go in this view. Bit of realism. We won't go fast. Hopefully the mirrors are lined up. And yeah, pretty good. Right, so the fact that that shed's not there is quite helpful, isn't it? Just make sure we don't clip the header trailer. No, we missed that. We need to make sure we don't clip the height of the roof. What do we rate? I'm going to go into this view again. Oh, we're nowhere near it, so that's fine. Right, okay. So now we need to watch this mirror. Make sure we don't take out our auger pipe there. That thing needs to go, doesn't it? We don't even really use it now. Now that we've got this canola mill going on, we're not really going to use it. I might as well just sell it. Maybe I could just put another shed there. Okay, fine. That wasn't too bad. It's a bit bumpy, but it's pretty good, actually. Yeah, definitely. I think any real-life truck drivers have been in far worse situations than that. That's not too bad. Although we're in the exact same direction as where we started. I've not achieved anything by doing that. What is wrong with me? We might just have to drive the long way around. Let's see how we... No, that's good. We can do that. Yeah, easy. Easy. I tell you what, the turning circle on this truck is not actually that bad at all. Ah, what am I even worried about? If we did that way, surely we would be able to do that the opposite direction as well. So maybe if I drive a bit better, I would have been able to do that. Anyway, right, so we have got 11,000 litres of tomatoes, 14,000 litres of lettuce, and 15,000 litres of spring onions. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be a big payout. What do we think it's going to be? I don't even know what it's going to be. If it's less than 50 grand, I'll be disappointed, to be honest. I reckon it's going to be more than 50 grand. I hope so. Anyway, I think the lettuce alone is going to make us... What did we guesstimate? So, wow, there's 14,000 litres and you're going to get at least 3 grand a pallet. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, this has got to be more than 50 grand though. For definite. Right. So the brakes don't work quite as good with all of this weight in the trailer, but it's not bad. It's still better than that other truck. Let's jump into this view. Take it nice and wide. Right, let's make some money. Let's go. Make some cash. Yeah, I do like this. It is borderline Euro Truck Sim now, isn't it? Maybe better scenery, actually. I love Euro Truck Sim, but it is basically just driving along roads for ages and ages, isn't it? When it comes to it, by the way, when we do eventually place that Firewood mod, which I'm sure we will, I think that lay-by, we need to purchase that and use that as the selling point. As if we're selling kind of fire logs from a lay-by. I think that kind of works. I think that would be kind of cool, actually. Right, we're actually nearly there, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I try and stay on the road, but I do like it. Really, really good. Cool. Right, what do we reckon? What do we reckon? I don't normally do this. I always get out and undo the straps, but this time around I'm going to do it all from inside the cab because the pallets are going to go crazy, aren't they? So left front, good. Let's load, open up the curtain, start the engine. The engine was started. Oh look, see how much it's moved, even with straps on. Yeah, as soon as I take those straps off, that's gonna bounce around all over the place, isn't it? Let's get into selling location, and we'll just undo all the bolts at once. Maybe. Okay, I mean, we've all... I'm not going to get this all in one go, am I? Here we go. That's better. Okay, right, wow. Let's just get our head around what has just happened here. £106,491 is what we have now. I could not even keep track of that because it didn't go through in one sale. Got so happy with those sales that I'm crashing into things. That was definitely more than 50 grand, wasn't it? Oh dear, come on, I'm getting stuck to the fence now. Yeah, that was definitely more than 50 grand. There was no doubt about that. What did I have? 20 something, I think? I'm sure I had like 20 something grand. So yeah, that was... I'll find out when I do the editing, but that was probably about 80 grand's worth of... 80 grand's worth of things that you could grow from home. Honestly, if you can make that much money in real life, that's definitely what you would... I like how it's snowing over there. Yeah, over here, it's just a little bit frosty. That's nice. Yeah, I wouldn't work if I could grow that much from a greenhouse. That is for sure. But, again, like I said last time, it is just a game, isn't it? I don't even know what I want to do now, because that is so much more money than what I thought we would have. What do I want to do? I think we'll pay off a little bit of hire purchase. I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm kind of speechless, to be honest. I'll meet you back at the yard. What do we reckon? Can I do this reverse of how I just did it? Fortunately, I can kind of see my tyre tracks. So let's give this a go. I mean, I came out this way, so I think... Oh, it's going to be tight, though. Obviously, the turning circle works differently, doesn't it, when you're coming into the yard? Because, yeah, it's just the trailer, isn't it? Where the wheels are of the trailer. But what do we reckon? Can I ever so carefully do that? I can, you know. I can. Well, that was good, wasn't it? Look at that driving. Yeah. Until I hit that little bit of tree. Nice one. Good one. Amazing. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to be parking this, to be honest. But here seems a reasonable spot, doesn't it? Maybe I create a pathway around that tree. And then this could kind of be a turning circle. Maybe. Or around the back of it. Yeah, I don't know. Right. Okay, cool. That's just while I'm here, because that's nearly 2 times in a row now. Let's do this little limb right up to... What's the closest? There you go. That's the closest I can get. Alright, that gets rid of that. That was kind of annoying, to be honest. Yeah. Just as I said, I'm a good driver, I drove into it. That's perfect, wasn't it? Alright, we're going to dump this over in the corner. But yeah, I think placing the firewood mod is a good thing to do, just while we've got the money, because actually it might almost pay for itself. By the time it takes all of this wood here, it might just about, I don't know. Right, what I'm going to do, I'll do this little bit on camera, so I'm going to switch on super strength now. I'm only going to do it for the case of realism. So if I was to grab hold in real life, so if I was to grab hold of that bar, I personally reckon I could drag it. So I'm going to do it in a way that looks kind of realistic. And we're just going to drag it out the way. Oh dear, I don't know. There's a tree there. We'll drag it up here, and we'll drag it with our Superman-like strength up this bank, and we'll just dump it here somewhere. Yeah, just I don't like to use super strength, but in a way, you can kind of say, yeah, I think I can't imagine there is a lot of weight in this particular bit of kit. The only thing that might weigh loads is the herbicide itself. 250 litres of liquid probably has a bit of weight to it, doesn't it? Is it a weight that you could move though? I reckon so. I could definitely move that as well, I reckon. What we'd do is we'd push it back up onto its wheel, like so, and then we'd pull it along, and the wheel would kind of help it roll. So that's cool. So there we go. So I've used super strength. I don't like to do, but I've tried to justify it somehow. Maybe dump that there as well. Right, turn that back off. We're not using that anymore. Right. Yeah, I think I need to try and position this firewood mod here somehow. How am I going to do that? How does it even place? I've never even tried to place this before, so I'm assuming it's going to be in construction, isn't it? And it's probably a factory, I assume. It is indeed. Let's try and get in close enough to see. Where's the trigger? There. So the trigger is the left hand side of it. Okay. Where does it actually drop the pallets? I don't know. I don't quite know how this is going to work. But then we could push the wood into there, couldn't we? But where are the pallets going to spawn? Oh, hang on a minute. Right, I can see where the pallets are going to spawn. If I go into a flatter area. Right, the pallets spawn there. But yeah, this is quite a big old bit of kit, isn't it? And expensive. Okay, I need to think about how I'm going to do this. I mean, I could just free place it there, couldn't I? No, that won't work. That would not work at all. I mean, I could do it like that, maybe. That kind of work, would it? Like that. Because, yeah, we'd move the firewood bags. I know that this might make the wood go a bit strange. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do this. That is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Maybe I need to struggle through and get rid of or move that wood. Maybe even a log grab might be the way to go. Maybe that could be what goes here. Yeah, I mean, that would probably work, wouldn't it? I'd have to free place it because there's a tree right there. Although that could also work. Right, let's free place it right here. Done. There we go. Yeah. How is that going to work? What I want to try and do now is get this chainsaw, chop down a couple of limbs from here, which would, in theory, fall into the trigger like that, and then wherever, I think it was here, sure it was here, yeah, it disappeared, good, okay, we'll do the same with that one. Don't know if that's going to fall into the trigger, but we can drag it. That one there. Will it actually cut this one? No, that's one of the weird ones that you can't cut. Okay, let's point that way. Why is that so big? Odd. Hopefully that'll fall to the right. Should do. Hopefully. Or just literally fall on my head. Brilliant. And I don't think there's any more I can get here, is there? Oh, there is one there. Which is about there. This is another one of those weird ones, so I will turn the chainsaw upright and delete that. Cool. Because I can't do anything about it. That's not a tree, is it? No, that's just a bit of branch that I need to chop down. Okay, cool. Let's chop this here. And see if we can move, which we can. We can move all of it. Can we move this one? No. So, what I will do is this is a bit cheaty as well. I'll use that from here, and that would potentially push that one. Look at that, see? Tricks of the trade. Can I move that? No. Can I move that? Yeah. So let's use that to push that one. Right, let's just jump back over here. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Disappear on me. Where is the damn trigger? There you go. Cool. Wow, it's nearly got rid of all of it now. Although I didn't see that. Oh, okay, that's alright. I can use this one to push that one. Yeah, this is much easier than mucking around with delimbing trees and all of that rubbish. This is cool. I don't know how much money this makes, to be honest. Why did that not sell? Fortunately, that's the bit I could pick up. Did it go now? Did it go? Yes, it's gone. Right, I'll have to... Oh, it's not gone. It's still there. What is going on here? Try again. Can I see it? Can I watch it disappear? There we go. Cool. Right. It's going to be the same with the other pieces, isn't it? At least I can kind of get rid of trees much quicker now. I can get rid of that tree there a lot easier. I'm even tempted to get rid of that tree, you know, because it's kind of in an awkward position, isn't it? Okay, cool. Right, well that's good. Do I need to activate something though? I mean, there would be a spanner trigger there somewhere, but I can just do it from here, can't I? So I need to activate this. So 67 wood makes 100 firewood. Well, that's good. Costs quite a lot of money per month, you know. There's only 2,000 litres of firewood in there, which isn't much at all, but we might as well activate it. That's making lots of noises now, so that's nice, isn't it? let's get the rest of this. What I can get by hand, I will get by hand. I could potentially be cheeky and try and use that to push some of it a bit closer, or just throw it. It probably won't work though with these big ones, because I did try it before and I did manage to move one of them, but it took quite a while. Yeah, it just doesn't want to move those. The small ones, it will move the small ones, they're not so bad. But the big ones, no chance. Oh dear. I wonder if I chop one of these sections small enough that I can lift it, like maybe that. I wonder if I could use that then to barge the bigger bits across. Yeah, this is 3.4 tons, just this one little piece of log alone. No wonder I can't pick it up. Yeah, I might have to just get the Deutz and just kind of push it over. I mean, if anything, these shorter pieces are a bit easier to use, to be fair. It's the longer ones that are... Oh my gosh. That's still 600 kilograms. Yeah, I'm hoping this is going to be quite a bit of wood, because it's very heavy. But that branch, 267 kilograms. It's just that branch is. That's 286 kilograms for that. I mean, that's... Yeah. That's crazy. So yeah, I mean, the heavier it is, the more firewood it makes, yeah? That's the hope, anyway. Will this piece move that piece? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to do some of this that way. Shift it over this way. And then whatever's left, the Deutz can clean up. This might take me a little while, so I'm not going to do this on camera. But you'll just have to trust that this is how I'm doing it. Although I've kind of wedged it. Right, I'll see you in a moment. Okay, there we go. Not too bad at all. It's taken me a while, but I have managed to pick up the smaller piece and push the majority of it. I actually got this to go a bit further, but it's just, yeah, every time I moved it about 2 inches, I dropped the piece of wood. It was taking too long. So we will try and push that over there with the front loader on the Deutz. So we can do that in a moment. But the rest of it is all gone. I've sold it. There is now, I say I sold it. You don't make money off this until you sell the actual firewood which it produces from the production. But there is 9,945 litres of wood in there at the minute. So we know that's going to make about the same, don't we? You rounded up a bit, actually. So there's about potentially 10,000 litres worth of firewood in that. Now, from a prices point of view, I haven't even looked at it. In fact, I'm assuming that the price has now appeared because it wouldn't have been there before. So I'm assuming there's a new one on here. Maybe it's under F for firewood rather than wood. Firewood, there we go. So that's a new one. No selling point available, so I can't actually tell you, but it does say, look, £1,239. Ironically, about now or next month, the next couple of months is the best time to sell it, so we probably won't have that much to sell. But yeah, we need to place down a sell point, and we need to pay for that as well, by the way. That is a cost to us. Which is also a cost of buying. I like the idea of buying that little lay-by, which I noticed quite a while ago, didn't I now? This little one here. So that's going to cost us £8.5 grand. Then I think it's £1,000 for the, what am I thinking of? The sell point, yeah. So it's going to cost us about £1 grand. There's no point doing some jobs for Ben to save 10% even. 10% is too much, but even 10% is only 800 odd quid, so it's not really worth doing that. So yeah, we will need to buy that, but that's a job for a different time. That's not a job for now. The job for now is to get back into this for this. Oh no, I actually left this running that whole time. That's bad, isn't it? Oh no, that's been quite a long time as well. I haven't used this since right at the beginning of the episode. How bad is that? Anyway, at least the engine's warm. Let's try and get in here. I don't even know if this will fit, just about. Yeah, that kind of works. And we'll see how we get on just pushing it along first of all. We might have to pick up piece by piece and do it properly. But if I can get the forks under, let's open them right up. If I can get them under this one, I reckon this will then push the rest of them along. Maybe. Or maybe not. It's already looking like I don't want to do it. Okay. No. Oh dear. There is some weight in these logs. Honestly, there is some weight. And we will slowly get to where we need to go, I'm sure. I don't even know if this will pick this up, will it? Oh dear. No. It won't even. Oh, it will do. Just about. Yeah, I can say. But it can't be that heavy, surely. I think oh, I can't stop. Oh, I think the idea behind this is actually what you do is you place the logs onto here. Oh no, this tractor's struggling. Well, it's sort of on there, isn't it? Yeah, I think if you place them actually on top of there, then the trigger works a bit better. So we'll try and do that where we can, but it doesn't really matter. Let's try and do this without reversing into another tree. Right, let's go. I think the fact that there's so many trees and things around that I can't zoom in and out properly of the tractor makes it even harder to use a front loader when you can't really see what you're doing. Right, that's out of the corner, so that's a start. Means I don't have to muck around with this corner. Let's take this little chopping board. It's a nice little slab of wood, that. But we'll take that over. Again, hope... Oh, come on. Nope, even that's not going to play. Great. This is turning out to be more fiddly than trying to push the wood along with the other piece, to be honest. But it's all getting closer. We're getting closer by the minute, aren't we? Let's see if I can just get these 3 pieces in the right place, or just one of them, which is fine. One. Good. I think that's about where the trigger is, so that works. These 2 here. Let's try and get them in the right place. Okay, one of them. Oh dear. This is hard work. Yeah, I could literally just cut this out, use super strength, couldn't I? But that's not really how I want to play, to be honest. And I don't even really want you to be suspicious of me doing that, to be honest, which is why I'm showing you all of this kind of random stuff. It takes up a lot of our time that, you know, could be better spent doing something else, but it's all part of real life, isn't it? Yeah. Oh dear. And that is not where the trigger is. Can I pick it up? Can I pick it up? I reckon I can. This tractor, whenever I try to go one direction, for some reason it starts off by going in the wrong direction. So if I try to go forward, it goes backwards. If I try to go backwards, it rolls forward. It's a bit annoying. It's got a dodgy gearbox. They sold me a dodgy one at the shop, I reckon. That's why it was cheap. Right, okay. Well, that's okay. I could have made this whole thing easier by buying a log grab, couldn't I? Which might even be something I need to do, to be honest. If we're thinking of doing stuff like this in the future, these big trees are big. They're really big, aren't they? Yeah. Maybe a log grab is a good way to go. Maybe. Anyway. Right, I'm just randomly trying to talk over the fact that this is quite difficult to do. So, now that I've run out of things to talk about, let me cut this last little section. You get the gist of it, though. You can see what I'm doing, can't you? Right, I'll see you in a moment. Actually, it didn't take as long as I thought it would. No, that was the easiest part of all of it as soon as I paused it. Right, let's get rid of this. Oh, that went though. Oh, that's good. But that piece didn't. This is one piece. It's actually, look at it. It's actually one piece of tree. That is a big piece of tree. Right, jump back in the tractor. All I've got to do is nudge this forward a bit. This shouldn't be too difficult. And then we can get rid of... That would probably do it. Let's just check. No, hang on a minute. Sell the roof. Cool. Right, so... We have now... Wow. See how much those little pieces of wood were. We've got 23,357, but it's going down as we're talking. That is a lot of wood, and that is kind of what it produces. I quite like it. That's realistic. I also can't pick it up, which is good because I don't want to pick it up. Whenever I need firewood, I have to go out in the garden and do it by hand with an axe, old school way. And it would probably take me about 2 hours to do a bag with that much firewood in it. Nice. I need to buy myself one of these, don't I? I don't have 40 grand spare to buy one, but it would certainly make lighting the log burner a bit easier. Anyway, good. Right, I left that running on purpose that time. So I'm just going to ditch this up out of the way. And we've got to try and figure out... I mean, let me have a quick look now, a sanity check. So I've been recording this episode for 57 minutes. But how much of that did I... Wow, did I... Have I even time-lapsed anything in this episode? I haven't, have I? Because I just cut out the bits that we didn't really need to see. So actually, we're probably not that far off of being where we should be from an episode point of view. I reckon so. So what I'm going to do is a couple of things. I'm going to buy the lay-by. I'll do that right now. Yeah, I'm going to buy it because we need that lay-by. Where is the lay-by? Down here. I'm going to buy this. I'm not worried about discounts, so we'll buy that. Cool. Ideal. Right, and then I'm just going to... I'm going to cut it now. We're going to end the episode with a little bit of time-lapse. Just a tiny little bit of landscaping. We're going to put a shed here. So I will, off camera, I'll have to move this very quickly. Probably use the Deutz-Fahr, or maybe I'll use that. We'll put a different shed there, or something. I don't know what. I don't know if I've removed 2 bits of rubbish this episode, have I? I can't remember, to be honest. Maybe I'll remove 2 bits of rubbish now, just in case. And if I did remove too many, I'll skip the next one. But yeah, we'll put something here. Then we'll swing over to that lay-by. We'll put down the sail point for the timber. And then, yeah, we'll be pretty much good to end the episode. But what an episode it's been. Hopefully that firewood pays for itself. That's the plan. Right, let me jump into construction. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit of landscaping to end the episode. Place another shed down. That looks kind of cool there, to be honest. Again, I've kept it open so that I can kind of see a bit of a view. So I've done that on purpose. But that works definitely higher than the last shed. So potentially the harvester will fit. If the harvester doesn't fit, then we're going to use it for someone else. It's suitable either way, isn't it? I've landscaped around it a little bit, smoothed it off a little bit, as you have to do. Same around here, look, smoothed it off a bit. Maybe this is now quite low, I'm not going to lie. I'll have to see what it's like. But I have increased the turning circle, I guess you could say. The turning circle was there anyway, but I've just made it look more like a turning circle. And that'll probably help me with my driving as well. But we got a bit of floatage there on the shed. I've smoothed this out a little bit as well. There's a bit of floating going on there with the fences, sorry, not the shed. But potentially when I save this game, finish the episode, and come back in to record the next one, that might correct itself. Worst case, I'll have to delete them. But yeah, no, I've just kind of just created. Walter doesn't mind. Walter owns that field. He said, you carry on, my bird. That's what he said. So yeah, I've just kind of made it look a bit more realistic, to be honest. It makes no difference at all other than it just looks nice. And then finally, we'll probably make our way there in the next episode. I've just placed that selling point for the firewood in the lay-by, which is down the road there a little bit. So that's it. Pretty much good to go now, really. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, was there a lot of farm work? Farm work isn't just field work, is it? So yes, we are absolutely still running our farm. We're making massive progress. Everything's going good. I mean, it's the most amount of money we've ever made on this series, which is fantastic. I didn't think it would be coming from lettuce and spring onions, if I'm honest. I thought it would be something else. But yeah, and I just think this is a great buy. Yeah, it's not very often I get to use a setup like that. I just think that's definitely a good buy. It's just that was the way to go. That made everything so much easier. So anyway, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, as I always do. I hope you've enjoyed it, and until the next episode, cheers and gone.